To add a slicer, which is an active filter, to this data so that the end user can have a simple interface with which to interact with the data. On the filter group of the contextual analyze tab for pivot table tools, click on the insert slicer command. On the insert slicers dialog box, select the fields for which you want to add slicers. You can select one or more fields. Then click OK. On the contextual options tab for slicer tools, you are provided with commands for the slicer, the style of the slicer, arrangement of slicers, layout and size of the slicer buttons. You can change the number of columns for the slicer buttons here. You can change the height of the buttons, and here you can change the width of the buttons. You can also change the height of the slicer here and the width of the slicer here. You can explore other options for yourself. Because slicers are active filters and this slicer applies to the state field, if you select any button here, then only observations that have a value that corresponds to the selected button in the state field will be displayed. For instance, if I select the button Adamawa, then only observations with the value for the state field Adamawa will be displayed. If you like, you can display observation for any other state in addition to Yobe state. To do so, click on multi-select, then select the other state. Timelines are a lot like slicers, except that they apply to a date field. You can also access the insert slicer and insert timeline commands on the filters group of the insert tab. To remove a slicer, click on the border of the slicer and press the delete key on the keyboard. If you applied any filter on the slicer before you delete the slicer, you will have to clear filter from the filter button on the field that you have applied the slicer. Alternatively, clear filters on the sort and filter group of the data tab. Use the clear command.